Hi everyone. What Jesus has to do with Krishna? They were in my one dream. Additionally, I dreamt about peacock and spider, and it was all in one dream. So this is going to be about dreaming, the next part of interpreting your dreams, how to, and I'm going to give you my example that I had recently, but if you happen to watch the interpretation of the dreams and the further parts that I did already, that will be another step of it. So if not, then please watch it before, so you are going to have a better perspective on it. How do I approach the dreams? I look at every figure of the dream. I pick the most important ones that are to me, but just because I pick them as the most important ones, it doesn't mean they are the most important one. It probably means that they are the closest to my consciousness. And those who I think, okay, I'm going to leave that for later, they are probably further away, my secondary process, further away from my consciousness. And it's worth to get into that later if you don't want to do it straight away. And for me, it's only because it will be too many elements. And that's why I picked the fourth, but it was very, a lot of symbols in this dream, very symbolic. And I will just present you shortly the dream about first the Krishna. So I was in the bakery, I wanted to buy a piece of cheesecake, but Hindu man, apparently Krishna, told me that no, this is not for me. He's not going to give me the cheesecake because it's not good for me. He's going to give me something else, but two pieces. For some reasons, it was in Polish zloty, and it was very expensive. It was like 260 zloty. That is more or less, I have no idea how many euros, but divided like 60 euros, one piece. So that was really expensive, but I didn't pay. For some reason, I didn't know the procedure how to pay. I sat down to the table and Krishna was telling me why this is better for me, and now I can eat more, but it's better for my body and it's okay. Since I had many dreams with different gurus in past years, and they were telling me what periodically I can eat, I should eat, and I must eat, I didn't argue in this one. I said, okay, this is one of those. With me there was a young, blonde, beautiful girl, and she was an actress. She was playing in the Polish productions, and she was Polish, and she was very proud of herself that she's making 600 zloty for the full production. 600 zloty, you probably cannot buy a toilet paper in Poland for that sum. But I didn't want to be impolite, so I didn't say nothing. I said, okay, Krishna disappeared, let's go and find him, see what he's gonna tell us more, because that's an interesting character. So I listened to the lady's story on the way, and we went to search for Krishna. But on the way toward him, here it comes Jesus, and Jesus is rolling on some sort of device, like a disco roll, like something like, you know, like that. And he has his white, you know, clothes, but he's angry. He's angry and he's rushing towards something because he needs to improve something. He needs to manage something that we just left behind because we were so eager to follow that mysterious Krishna character. So Jesus, with his hair, dark hair, passed us, and we followed the Krishna. But Krishna was hiding somewhere. However, he maybe was withdrawing himself from the society for now, but he was showing us the process of transformation. So I happened to see the little insects, how the energy turns into materialistic form, material form, and then from the little insects, we happen to see a peacock. And now, when you dream about any animal of power, before you start to look at it and read about it, it's very important that you seek your personal connotation before you dive into Jungian collective subconsciousness, symbolism, and culture. it's important that you find your own personal language and your subconscious mind, how is it connecting. So the peacock was, for me, apparently, being proud, having this majesty and beauty. And that actually fitted the description that I look at it later on. And the interesting part of that is that in Hindi, it is correlated with Goddess Lakshmi, and Goddess Lakshmi was also part of my dreaming while awake visions, my processes. And if you didn't hear the story about her long time ago, I had a mantra that I had no idea it was about Lakshmi, and I was in a very, very bad state, and I had no idea what's going to happen to me. And that mantra just fell on the carpet, on the piece of paper. Someone wrote, a Hindi man wrote it for me, left it, and I said, I'm not going to repeat anything in Hindi, come on, I'm not religious. And it just fell on the carpet. I read it once and it happened. I started to sing the mantra. I heard a song, I heard instruments. I saw the lady with a beautiful long black hair playing instrument and singing. I started to sing with her. Apparently we were dancing and so on. So that's an interesting synchronicity because it actually relates to my previous history. So also when you do trace symbolism of your dreams, pay attention to anything from the past that is related to your current dream. It can be another dream, it can be the situation from your life, or it can be your vision. It may be the dream that is, I never dreamt about peacock, but apparently it's related to Lakshmi too. So, as for the symbolism, it is prosperity, of course, and honesty, immortality, renewal, Horus in Egyptian, Horus, and the sun, the god of sun, and so on. So it has a lot of connotation, and I will save you that one right now. It has a lot of connotation in the different cultures. So once you discover your personal connotation to the animal of power, go dive deeper into the meaning and see if any of that is related to your past somehow. It is also symbolizing the love, success, happiness, authority, beauty, and wisdom, being good, empathy, and so on. So always pick and apply to yourself those aspects and seek for it, and you are going to need a little bit more time. It's always good to pick those qualities and shape shift into that animal of power and see the qualities, the main qualities, because once you can read, and it's so many, usually you can read, and every culture you can be lost in studying about it. It's good to follow yourself and pick those that this animal of power is currently relating to you, communicating to you about what you are working with. So it is something you may probably develop within yourself, or something that they are giving you as a gift that will help you to go through the phase in your life. So pay attention to first month or 3 months after you have a dream. Definitely, that's for starters. But a peacock was not the only one. The scenery has changed, and I landed in the field following someone dear to me, a woman who was showing me a village that everything was dead there already. And purposely, I'm not going to share with all other elements. There were the old clothes and old the people who died there, and the animal horse, symbol of loyalty, and also one of the animals of power that I dreamt a lot in the past years. So I will save you that one for later, for another time if you are interested, if you are going to hear this. But what's interesting there was a tree, and from those trees they were grow. The tree had no fruits, but it was filled with sour, cucumbers. Seriously, cucumbers from the trees, and they were juicy. They somehow this juice and light, but there were a lot of spiders around this. And for some reason, I knew this moment that a friend of my friend was bitten by a spider. And I knew how to make a remedy for it. I just needed one spider and those cucumbers in a jar. And I did that. Very satisfied that I'm able to do it. For some reason, I have no idea what could be remedy for that girl, but I knew in the dream. And I brought it home where there was a dinner. And the members of that house, they didn't know that there are spiders inside. So they just released the spider and ate the cucumbers. And that will be more or less the end of that dream. But considering the spider, this is powerful animal of power. Yeah, I know it sounds weird, powerful animal of power, but what I mean, it has a lot of connotation for me personally, positive and negative. And this is something, another thing. So anytime the symbol appears, it can have positive or negative connotation. Along depends on the details in the dream and also your personal feelings toward it and exactly the details what's going on there. So my positive ones are about communication, mediation, creating the lines, connecting people, because it's this net, and I had a lot of processes like process-oriented psychology, and my net was in a symbol of a heart, so it's connecting people with love so they can cooperate and be good. Sort of, empathetic thing and accommodating type of me. And the negative part is manipulation, because the net is trapping the victim and sucking the juices out of the victim. So that was always having a connotation with me, with the politics, with sort of, the system, the obligation, what was going on, and so on. But here, there is a lot that you can discover if you ever dreamt about spider, or sometimes you always see spiders or spiders come into your house. And I have friends who actually name the spiders by name. So it's Andrew, it's Hubert, and so on. And they believe that a spider at home brings you protection, brings you good luck, and never kill the spider. You can take it out carefully outside, but never kill the spider. Spiders are good, they say. So the spider, it's a symbol of mystery, strength, growth, and it means that we are creating our own net of going forward in life, creating the life we want to have. And also it's a connotation with the number 8, because the spider has 8 legs. So it's also the symbol of protection, cycles of life and death, being reborn, being creative, female power, a mother that is creating that net of the universe. And of course, you have a lot of mythical connotation. There was a one with a Greek legend about Arachne, that she was creating that net, but she killed herself because she had a guilt. But the Athena, goddess Athena, she brought her to life in the form of a spider, and she made her the best creator with creating the net of the universe. So this is something that we are creating in our life. It could be also in the with a different intention, so you can create to help others or to manipulate them depending on the intention. It can be also a warning. If the spiders go down, it's said that it's a warning about some people that are poisonous in your life. If it's going up, it's something more positive. it is also the a call to see if you're following what you really want in your life, if you have this balance, integrating your past, your future, your presence, if you are creating your own ideas or you are fulfilling the ideas of other people. And if you dream about being bitten by a spider, be careful about the negative people also around you, and pay attention who the spider may represent, and be cautious about it. Okay, so that was a dream about Jesus, Krishna, spider, and a peacock in one dream. Let's leave the cucumbers out of it. So the horse and the grass of the place I was walking into, and the bakery. Apparently there is a lot of hidden messages for me that I am discovering slowly. But those main symbols that I mentioned are for everyone. And if these are happening to you, please let me know about it, because I'm very curious. Sometimes collectively we may dream about similar animals in different phases of our life, or timing, astrological timing, certain months, or something that is a prediction, sort of a prediction of what's coming to us, what that can mean for our society. It may be our personal business, or it may also be connected to everybody else. And if it is, please let me know about it. As far as I have this feedback from my Polish community, I do not have enough except of private messages here on YouTube. So I would be very thankful if you could share with me your thoughts and your experience, if that is fine for you. So thank you. Let me know if you listen till the end, and till the next time. Bye bye.